Hello, this is Tom Zeppeveld from Gavilion. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video in which I'll give you an overview of the improvements that we carried through in the 1.1.0 version of our InterActor graph browser and dashboard builder. When you log on, you can immediately see some changes. We have the possibility to slide in, slide out both the left and the right sidebar. We have multiple dashboards. You can switch between them, and we have styling in our shortcuts. We also have the possibility to hide or display the execute button in our search view. Now let's have a look how this is configured in InterActor. I'm opening my my shortcut that gives me my setup, and here I see the blue, the white circle to the blue border. Those are my dashboards, so I create a new dashboard by adding a new dashboard node and linking it with the dashboard relationship. And as you can see, each dashboard has its own shortcuts. So for a given dashboard, it will display the shortcuts that are linked directly to it, but also the shortcuts that are related to the user. When you look at the styling of the nodes, for instance this one here, you can see that I can define a hover style and a style which sets the colors of this of these nodes, of these shortcuts. Sorry. And when it comes to hiding or displaying the execute button, or also the controls to change the outputs of or to allow people or to deny people the possibility to select among different stores, you can set it in the properties of your store. For instance, here this one has a hide execute button true, and also the hides stores is true. So although I may have multiple stores over here, the store selector is not displayed over there. Well, there is additional stuff in the network view. For instance, if I run this default query that I have, as you can see in the cipher, it just returns the nodes. It does not return the relationships, and we moved the autocomplete setting to the network view. So if I would add it like this, so this is really the result from the query. No relationships itself, but when you can switch the autocomplete on or off. An additional thing is that you can now access the styles from a node directly, and from a relationship too, directly from the node. We have an add-on, so you can go to styling, and there you can see that it's a good example of our cascading styling. We have a node, and there's another style in which I define that the label position of a person is to the right, and then I have another styling in which I only define the icon class based on the gender. So this style is applied when the gender property equals to male, and so the styles are merged, and finally you create this creates this output. You can also go directly to the complete user styles view, which displays all the styles that are used in the active network views. So, and now you can go from here to, for instance, a specific one. You can also set the filtering out, and then you get all the styles that have been defined. Another thing that you can do now is to play around with the force layout settings. As you probably know, our network view is based on d3.js, and it has a certain number of parameters that you can set to make your graph visualization look nicely. Something else is that when you now download the graph as an SVG, it now returns something that you can pan and you can zoom. As you notice, the icons are not yet available in the SVG output. Well, that's it for now in terms of things you can do on the user interface, the improvements that we carried through in 1.10. Of course, there will be more to come in the next releases. We like small releases, so please stay tuned for any updates. Also on our site you will find a link to the documentation in which you will find the release notes with the complete list of items that we have taken care of in this release. To end this video, I'd like to thank you all for your feedback until now from the users and partners who already gave that, and I wish you all a very nice and graphy 2017. Thank you very much.